So back when he was the vice president, Joe Biden, and you may not have read about it at the time, ran a policy, changed a policy that ruined the lives of a lot of people. They changed the burden of proof for those accused of sexual harassment and sexual assault. If Joe Biden had to be judged by the rules that he put in place under Title IX, it'd be a different day today. We've got details on that. Plus, as New York City crumbles, Bill de Blasio is sending out bizarre tweets threatening to arrest Jewish people. We'll tell you what he said and why. Hostile to Christianity. Yesterday, New York Mayor Bill de Blasio singled out the city's Jewish community, quote, and threatened them with mass arrest. Here it is, quote, "My message to the Jewish community and all communities is this simple. The time for warnings has passed. I have instructed the NYPD to proceed immediately to summons or even arrest those who gather in large groups." Well, de Blasio threatens Jewish people in New York in the name of health, though. Viral photos and videos show that the city's subway system is completely falling apart. It's essentially a moving homeless encampment. Seth Barron is associate editor at City Journal, lives in New York. He joins us tonight. Seth, thanks for coming on. So someone just sent me this, and I can't resist reading it on the air. This is a tweet in light of the tweet he sent about Jewish New Yorkers. Bill de Blasio sent this April 23rd, quote, "To Muslim New Yorkers beginning their celebrations tonight who need halal meals, we will bring hundreds of thousands of them to the more than 32 sites frequented by our Muslim communities." Hundreds of thousands of meals to 32 sites suggests large groups of people congregating, and Bill de Blasio is catering those meetings because they're Muslim meetings.
Well,
and now he's threatening religious Jews with arrest.
Well, I mean, look, demagogues traditionally, when they're flailing around, they try to distract by pinning blame on someone else. I've been following de Blasio for about 10 years. I've never once heard him call out any community or any ethnicity in anything but the most favorable, like, praiseworthy terms. So the fact that he's trying to pin, his failings regarding the coronavirus outbreak on, Hasidic Jews who are gathering outside to watch a funeral go by, it seems pretty rich. This is the same guy who talks endlessly about stigma, racial equity, inclusion. So this is unusual. But, Tucker, de Blasio is spiraling down. The city is in tremendous stress. As you pointed out, the subways are effectively a overflow capacity for the homeless shelter system. He's thinking he's so out of control. The subways are so out of control with homeless people that his only solution right now is to shut the subways down at night to force them off. That's an utter failure. The city is in real straits right now, and de Blasio's legacy is crumbling in front of him.
What about normal people, and there are a lot of them in New York City, who want to use the public transportation they pay for? I mean, even Andrew Cuomo, who's not exactly Mr. Good Government, even he pointed out, like, people have a right to take the subway. It's not just for vagrants, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of the essence of everything that defines New York City. It's what facilitates all of our business, all of our social life, all of our commerce. And he's given it over to vagrants and to criminals. They let 1,500 criminals, serious criminals, out of Rikers Island because, concerns that they might get sick. And now crime, even though transit ridership is down like 95% on the subways, crime is up, both on the streets and in the subways. So he's given up. And he's just flailing around and pointing fingers. And every morning he gives these long, hour-long inspirational speeches that no one's listening to. He thinks he's FDR giving fireside chats. It's really a little crazy. I mean, it's getting strange.
He's sure he's smoking a ton of weed. His ideas don't work. That's the problem. It's not just that he's mediocre, dumb, and incompetent. It's the ideas are bad, and they're always bad. Seth, great to see you tonight.
Yes, thank you, Tucker.
They are bad.